thought it would be a good idea to send Martell to check on Mel. Hey, hey, sweet people. Welcome back to the chat suite. Here we are. I am LaShawn, and that is Bev, and we are here to bring you a recap and add some of our little flower commentary to the episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, the transparent trap. Hmm.
My goodness. Oh my God.
And I don't know about transparent, but I know it's a trap somewhere. It's a trap. It's a trap,
Oh,
y'all. It's a trap. It's a trap. So we have this episode has is a continuation of their Vegas trip,
oh,
and whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but the way they going at it, this is not gonna be able to stay in Vegas. They were gonna bring this back to Huntsville, to Georgia, to Tennessee, to everywhere. Cause oh my goodness.
And they need to get out of Vegas at the same time.
Right, because
Yeah.
it's not a good look for them. It's
Oh,
not going well at all.
not at
And
all.
so, who thought it was a good idea for Martell to go after that big old blowout they had the day before for him to go to some? I'll go check on her. What?
Of
You
all the
want to
people,
start some stuff?
of all the people in the world, I said, what are you all talking about? This production has gone completely crazy this season. I don't know.
Yes,
What are they doing? They must have some
like
new people on.
totally,
It's
totally.
go
I
ahead,
don't
Sean.
even know. I mean, it's so, and it does feel like it's really like scripted or something.
Yes, yes, yes. It
Some of
it
the moves they're making, it's like
yeah,
somebody told them, okay, now you go on here and do this and that.
yes.
Yeah, when they say they asked for her, now you go and ask, you go see what's
No.
going on. Cause that was not a good idea.
Mm,
I mean, and I will say this too, Melody, she's on one still, and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
bring it down, sis, bring it down. I mean, I know you were still angry, I guess, and hurt, and we talked about that last week. Cause I'm
yeah.
obviously she's still hurt, and I'm
Mhm.
sure she still loves him I'm sure he still loves her. But I think that relationship is over. Because they need to just count the law, just cut it, cut the foolishness. Why do they that carry on like that? I just don't understand why they carry on like that. It has to just be for TV, right?
I mean, I don't know because I was thinking the same thing, Shani. I was like, is this for television? But the to me, the anger level that Martell is going at, some that emotion was feeling a little raw to me. I mean, it seemed real. I was because he was really just, I mean, like at the top of his
Like about to
lungs.
boast, about
Yeah.
to bust. But I'm gonna tell you what a guy told me. My friend told me.
I want to hear this.
He said that because I was. He said, "What do you think?" Because he watched it with me. And he was like,
Okay.
"What do you think
Mm,
that the reason why he's mad?" And I said, "Oh, he's mad because she got the kids singing that song." He was, "Nah, he ain't mad about that." He told me some. Look at how he when he mentioned those men. Look how this is when he really got really volatile. You know, when
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
really at his highest height
Yes.
of anger.
Yes.
Was he
Right.
was
Right.
mentioning her, whoever, it must be some people he knows or something like that, or whatever. When he started mentioning those guys that he thought that she had talked to or whatever, I don't know. He said that's why he mad. I was like, what? He said, trust me, take it from a man's perspective. That's
Yeah.
why he mad. He ain't mad because of that song. He don't care about that. I was like,
Well, I mean, I might have to agree with him on that because a family, and again, for anybody that did see it, as Shadi said, this is a continuation of the Vegas trip. You know, the whole Love and Marriage Huntsville crew went out there. They got crazy last weekend in the desert. Mel sped off. And welcome back to our channel. For anybody who hasn't been here before, I'm sorry if it's your first time. We talk about everything as it pertains to women
everything.
40, 50, 60. We do lifestyle, fashion, health, and wellness, great recipes, and we love to do fun reality TV too. So, again, like Shadi said, we're here because this stuff is coming in back to back, and some of these episodes are too hot. So, we have to jump in and kind of share it with you all and put our commentary on it. But, like your friend said, Shani, when he got really irate and loud was when, I mean, one of the times, I mean, because he was to me just outlandish every time with it. But when he was saying, if you caught it, you didn't want to stay with me talking about I was cheating, but you would deal with two other guys who have fiancés and let them cheat. So I was like, this is interesting But you know, she's like, no, 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 I'm not. I wasn't talking to anybody who had a fiance. He's like, they both had fiancés.
But then remember she was saying, but I didn't sleep. Then she mentioned she been said somebody, but I didn't sleep with him. Something like that. So you can talk to him and go
Yeah.
out with him, but you can't just as long as you don't sleep with him, then you
That
ain't cheating.
well, see, that's remember, Shani, I said sometimes I don't know if Martell is not telling, he might be telling
Everything
some of the truth, but he just doesn't want to
say it
really
all.
maybe the children of his mom look really throw her under the bus, you know. Because
Huh.
he's like, I could say some stuff, but I'm not saying it. I know people feel like he's probably lying about that. But I mean, listen, Mel, we love you. We're all for, you know, women. Martell, of course, did you wrong, but sometimes I think he might not be lying about some of her stuff,
Some of the
like
stuff.
some of the stuff. I mean, just a little bit. Go ahead, Al. I mean, what else you want to tell
It's,
the family?
I mean, you know, it's all of it happens. Everything was just so
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's coming out not in order, yeah. So
Oh,
forgive me.
it's
But then
okay.
I want to go to this little Miss Tiffany and her husband in that game. What?
Wait a minute before you go there,
Okay, go
family,
before I go there.
please. We just want to bring you all up onto so men had some time on the basketball
Oh
court
yeah,
talking about everything that's going on.
yes.
Marsau's chair, the surprise counseling that he received from Tisha. They're talking about just, you know, bro-man talk. Just we're talking
Yeah.
about relationships and da 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 and how to keep it together and every, you know, people having issues. And Marsau said, hey, I didn't like that she surprised me with this therapy. And so he's talking to Tiffany's husband, Lewis. That's his name, right, Shani?
Yes.
Yeah. And so, of course, Lewis took this back to Tiffany when they were in their room getting ready to go out for the night.
Hmm.
And come on now, again, we're gonna come back to Mel and Melody on their blow up. But go ahead, Shani, tell them about Miss Tiffany.
No, then she comes. So like you said, the men had their little outing, and then the ladies were going out too.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And I mean that, like I said, this junk is just so contrived to me because the way she just sat back, it was like she was waiting to say that,
Yes. Yes.
waiting to say that.
Yes. And
And
she said it the same way she said that stuff at Tiffany's birthday
and it's all
about
like, oh,
that cold
what? I
feet.
mean,
Right.
what? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just bringing up something that they said. I'm just what? You know what you're doing, man. I
Absolutely.
want to say, you know what you're doing. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry.
All
It's
day
no way
long.
you can't tell me that that woman is not doing that junk on purpose because it's just too much. It's falling every time. It's always like that.
And why is Melody playing the part of the bodyguard like Destiny said?
What? I don't get that.
Neither. I don't know
She
what
can't you see
she can
what
see
this
it.
woman is doing?
She's in
Can't you
on it.
see how
She's
this
in with
looks?
it. She's in with it because she brought her into the group. She's in with it. She needed another person in that's going to do her little dirty work and jipping and jiving. And
Maybe
I
so.
mean, it has to be like this because, again, we're just going to go back a little bit because we're going to bring you back up to that Tiffany. But the guys did their talking. Like Shani says, somebody had the bright idea to send Marsau in to bring Melody out of the room because she hadn't got out to the pool yet. They were having some pool time. And the girls went out. They said it's their hot girl summer. They all went to the pool looking hot and good. Mel still back
Yeah,
in the room.
they're cute. Yeah.
Martell said, hey, I'm going to go back there and get Mel. Why, for the life of God, would he be the person? He walked in the room. She wanted to let him know, hey, you know, like you gotta like stop jabbing at me the way you're doing. Take it down a notch. You're always knocking me about this, that, my career. You're throwing jabs. And guess what? I want to let you know what my triggers are.
Triggers are.
I was glad she said that. She was honest about it. My children, my career. Those are my triggers. And that's what he hits her with that career thing all the time, which he does need to stop doing that. You know what I mean? Because if you're
Is
trying to
that
do
her career
something,
though? Is that her
huh?
career? Is singing her career?
Was remember Tisha said last week, remember Melody, you always wanted to be a singer and a writer.
Oh, okay.
She said that. And I was like, what? Like, I mean, so maybe, I don't know, Shadi. You know, we're just hearing this stuff piece by piece. So
Right, right.
I don't know.
Well, I
But
mean, in her mind, that might be,
maybe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when Marsau went back there to get Melody, I don't think he wanted to argue with her.
I
But
don't
like you
either.
said,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not, even though I'm not the biggest Martell fan. I
yes,
am not a fan of Martell at all.
yes,
However,
right.
it did seem like he went in with good intention because it seemed like
Yeah.
he was gonna apologize.
Little something. Yep.
But then
The,
she
the,
just,
the script got turned on.
I know, it's like, lady, I guess this is why it seems as though this is something that they want to do for the show.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because if you were truly trying to try to not, well, I don't say salvage, just some type of decency or
Co-parenting.
right with this
Yes.
man, you're not gonna just always at every juncture just like and it's always that.
I mean, how can we come together if every time we step in each one another's presence, it is a catastrophe? Like you said, I know she's hurt. I know everything, but was this whole season just contrived to keep throwing this back up and forth in his face? I mean, this was the storyline with this, like this time air it out. Because she was a little, she wasn't like this before.
Mm-mm. Not
So,
at all.
and Johnny, remember when they were talking in that room when he tried to get her out, he kept trying to leave. He's like, you know what, I'm walking out. You can walk on out, you can leave. I'm gonna keep on talking. I'm like,
but why? Why would you do that, lady? But Mel, what is it? Like I said, it has to be something about just, Carlos was like, okay, we got to get it pumped. We got to get it cranked.
Yes.
Here now. Because it's like, I don't even understand. Like, why would you, as an intelligent, college-educated woman, I mean, I'm not even, I mean, I know that may have nothing to do with it, but I'm just saying, how you portray yourself and speak of yourself as an upstanding woman of the community.
Community, right.
Why would you want to just have yourself looking like that?
And they were screaming at the top of their lungs. Like,
and I'm gonna keep on talking. I'm gonna keep on talking.
I mean, to the point they were on the mics, like production was like, Marsau, we need you.
Yes.
Remember, he ran out of the pool to go in there. Because, and then the one thing, I'm gonna just say this, the one thing that I don't like, and you tell me how you feel about this, seems like they're trying to like portray it like they're grabbing Martell as if he's about to hit her. I'm like, don't do that. Because this man is not going to hit her. Like,
well, I don't know about that. I hope not. I hope he don't. You don't think he would? Okay.
No.
But why is he doing all that? Like he's trying to get at her.
Just because they probably screamed and argued in each other's face, probably did that nose hockey, that nose to nose screaming in that house. Okay. Just, you know what I mean? Like they're screaming, hollering, something may have gotten thrown. But I'm just saying, even if you were going to do it behind closed doors, I'm sure he won't do it on the camera.
On camera, that's
right. True. So, but I hate that they keep portraying it like that. Like someone has to keep pulling him apart and da-da-da. And I'm just like, oh, like stop that. And even when she came out of the room and it's continued in the kitchen, still screaming and hollering. And he's like, because he's saying also, listen, these emotions are raw. Because he's mad too that he messed up. Like you said all along, Shani. Maybe he wanted his cake and eat it too. And
that's what it was.
Yeah, because of his mentality, how he is. Like you said before, Mel said, we don't know, we're not in the bedroom, but in the end, I was doing everything that you wanted. Even if, we tried to get to that point where it was revving up, but you wanted all the cake. You wanted all. So it's just, man. I said to myself, when I looked at this, I said, either you all get back together or get away from each other.
That's what it has to be. They can't be like going on couples trip and all that.
I don't think so. No, that's yeah. I wouldn't do
unless
it.
Unless you get, like I say, because to me, I feel as though if this was me in that situation, I ain't never married, I'm gonna say that, but I'm just saying, I would probably try to distance myself from that, so I know how I am, and I know we can get it going. So yes. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm sitting like we said, like sit over here, okay, Right. I'm just gonna nod my head. That's I'm not gonna give you I'm not giving life to any of this bullshit you talk. Any of this stuff you just
come on, you can say it, yes, because
that's not gonna give life to that. No. And then and this, even if you're trying to resolve something, telling him this is your triggers. Today is not the time. Las Vegas, Nevada is not the time or place to resolve these post-marital issues that you have. I'm sorry, it's not.
Tell him, Shani. That's right.
I mean, just go ahead and just sit. Don't you say nothing to him. He won't say nothing to you. And we're gonna talk to everybody around us, and that's gonna be it.
Thank you. Say it.
Then when messy Tiffany and messy Lewis, first of all, you're too new to be even inserting yourself in this nonsense. Even though it's nonsense, you're too new for that. Stay out of that. They should have played a game, culture tag. They should have had the culture tag.
Hello.
The hashtag, taboo.
Johnny, please tell the family about how messy this game was that Lewis and Tiffany brought to the table.
It was just so super duper. And the questions that they were asking, like, Tiffany, are you happy in your current relationship? And first of all, you have mixed people. You have mixed company in here. You have people who are not even with anybody. You got people who are freshly, newly divorced. Why would you even want to even bring up something like that? That's
Right.
just messy. Messy.
Messy. Messy. I'm just like, it's no way you thought of those questions because first of all, both of them have been divorced before. So
Yeah.
you know how this feels.
Right.
So you know you had no sensitivity to Destiny, no sensitivity to Mel and Martell in their
No.
situation. You already know that there's some sort of tension with a little bit of tension with
Tisha.
Marsau and
No,
Tisha.
exactly.
And you're asking all the questions that want to bring this mess out. I was like, Tiffany, get by.
I don't want her to go. She's awful. She's really awful. I don't like her. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but I don't.
And
I
to
mean,
me,
there's nothing endearing to me about her. I mean, she's not just messy, just just acting like she's so innocent. But I mean, it's you're the one. I mean, hey, we're transparent. If you're not transparent, girl, bye.
thank you.
It's
Thank you.
quiet.
Thank you. Say it all the
No,
time, Johnny.
God, and I hate to, sorry guys, I hate to get like I'm so invested in this. Like I'm really mad, y'all. I'm really
Well,
mad.
listen, we looking at it and they getting us mad. So I'm sorry.
Yes,
Right. I'm
yes.
sorry. I'm right there with you, Shawty, too. I'm like, because I don't like the way she's moving. And even when her husband did her fake conversation to her before they were getting ready to go out, and she was trying to tell her about what the boys were talking about, she was all like, yeah, like whatever. Like, I'm like, girl, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't even know how to play the game on this to me.
No.
So it's just really like you, Carlos,
She's
by
acting. She's
yeah,
acting.
right. It's not, this is nothing.
Like,
This
who is she? Who are you, lady? Who
right.
are you? Because you're acting.
And we
Serious.
will tell Tiffany, please stand up.
I know, gosh, she is absolutely awful. But then
Yeah.
I told you what Carlos said.
What
The
is
the
that?
first night, the first time, that first night they had showed her, and he says, after all these, they were like, why? The people were just saying, why did you put her on there? She's horrible.
Mm.
He says, just the fact this commentary is making me realize that I made the right choice. No, you didn't.
Oh no,
He said
that's
that. He said
yeah. I know they would think that because they feel like when you're reacting to somebody, wow, we hit the button. But no, you really didn't. Because I mean, she's like she's not a we're not we don't feel the way we feel about Mia on Real Housewives of Potomac. We love her little catty energy that she brings to it, but Tiffany, no, she her character is not it's not flowing into this to me like the way it should. I just wrong road. Come on,
Long
wrong
road.
road.
Okay. So
Words of
then,
Portia.
they play that little game, and then I guess they remember. I love when Destiny talking about some. Yeah, I'm happy with when she said, "Are you happy in your current relationship?" She said, "Yeah, with Jesus." That was
That
Destiny. I was on Destiny. She was number one in this episode. I'm
absolutely.
sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and she said something else wonderful. I can't give nobody no advice in this room. Don't pass me. But I was like, I love that. I love that. I know that type of shit. I mean,
And that's what Tiffany and Lewis should
right.
have said the same thing. We
Yeah,
can't either.
we can't either. Can't either. We just knew in. We want to see how everything is going to go. So,
Right.
no, like be quiet. So, yes. And I mean, they were talking about everything. Like, have you ever been intimate in a public space? How many people have you slept with? Like, and here comes Tisha running up in Kimmy's face, asking the absolute worst question that she could ask a woman. She said to Maurice, Kiowa, his ex-wife, said she thought you guys could have made it and that you walked away without trying. She's saying this right in front of Kimmy. Kimmy did like a side note, like, oh, really, Tisha? Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like Maurice was like, no, it was done. I tried for my marriage and but what woman, now if somebody had run up in Tisha's face saying something like this about Marsau, she would have had a fit. You don't do things like that.
And she told her mama, and mama want to fight him, fight everybody
Absolutely.
and everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And so that, that happened. And then it was time for them to separate, right, Shani? The girls are going to go out for the night. Tisha said, and the boys go out tonight because let's give these couples
Hoping a break because she was hoping that Mel could let loose and be more relaxed because Martell was not around.
yes.
But wah, wah, wah.
It was like, can the ladies go out and have a ladies' night? Just no, not when somebody's bringing more cold tea. Not when somebody's bringing
Yeah.
more cold Tiffany. Okay.
Yes.
They sat in that club coming in to have a good time. And then they're talking. Tiffany hits Tisha with that conversation that the guys had on the court. Come on, Shawnee.
Saying that Tisha was insecure.
Right.
About their marriage. Is that insecure about their marriage?
That's
Like who, little girl, lady, Miss Lady,
Miss
who
Lady.
do you think you are?
Oh, you don't even know me.
Not me. You met me recently. Like with I don't even know what the time frame is this show is,
Thank
but it showed what ain't been no year. It
you.
ain't been no 6 months. I know when they were doing that. You
Right.
don't even know me, ma'am. What are
And
you
no,
talking about?
no.
Well, I mean, I was just, sharing. I just wanted to tell you what they were saying about you. No, what? Did you say
Well,
that? Or was it,
thank you. Because
that
what you're not going to do is tell me that my husband and I are not on the same page because you don't even know
know
us.
me?
Okay.
But Tisha called her a B though. You heard that? You got that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I was like, go ahead, Tish.
Absolutely. You know. Now, I mean, I could even take it honestly if Melody said that to her. She has known them. I'm just
Exactly.
saying, you know what I mean? But Tiffany, don't you come up? Well, he said it. It was the guys having a good, and I'm just letting you know, maybe you need to talk to him. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet, lady. She's got to be quiet. Yeah, family. So, and went on after that, and her, Destiny. She's Destiny. She's not sitting right with Destiny, and Destiny was just like, "Hey, lady, you did it wrong. Talking to Tisha, you know this is offensive." And here come the bodyguard. I mean,
Mel
Kevin
just
Costner.
defending her like just Mel. Is she Mel serious with that?
Oh gosh,
Are they on drugs? Somebody doing something.
something. It's
Somebody
something.
got a root on them or something. I mean, for real. It's like she is turning into somebody else.
Seriously. I mean, and as Destiny said, Melody, stop. Let Tiffany can talk for herself. You don't have to like come just so family for anybody that didn't see it. Destiny kind of challenged Tiffany a little bit about overstepping herself with Tisha. And so here's Mel jumping in like, well, if you want to tell Tiffany something, just tell her directly. She's like, I said what she should do. She should have a little bit more decorum about herself when she delivers a message.
And that was it. And I did say
She's
that.
like,
I said what I said, right?
right. And Mel's like, well, you should just tell her directly. Here she is, right here. And Destiny's like, but I
I
did just
did
say
say.
it. What
That's what
else?
I'm talking about. This is scripted. We
It's
can't.
gotta be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Family. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be able to take this.
Oh,
I'm sorry, because it's just doing something for my spirit. I don't know.
honey, I'm right with
Because
you.
I'm so disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
just like we need more. I mean, even though like we know reality TV is reality TV, we know that some of the situations are orchestrated.
Right.
However, not just totally scripted. Okay, now you do this, you do that. Okay, now you say that. No, something. I mean, because that's what it seems like right now,
Oh,
and this is like
yes.
really just turning
I'm,
into something disastrous. I don't know.
oh God, like somebody's constantly whispering in their ear, like you
Yes.
said, pointing them in the direction of what they want them to do. And that is not a good look. It just takes
Mm-mm.
away from the whole like
It
thing.
does.
Yeah, it's not, we don't want that like that. So I mean, Carlos, if you're listening, I know you don't care about what we're saying, but
No, no, I'm just playing. Because I was the number one fan with that. I love me
yes,
some Love and Marriage Huntsville, but yeah, I'm slowly like, oh my God, really?
yes, I know. So end up that Tiffany and Destiny had a couple of little words where Destiny's like, listen, if you want it with me, then you need to talk with me. You can have a conversation with me. And
Right.
here comes Tiffany with making the situation short. Are we getting ready to leave yet? And Destiny's like, you know what? That's what we need to do. Let's go. And she got up to get on out of there and walk out of there. And it's just like, here's a whole good girls' night gone bad.
Ruined, because you done ruined it. That whole trip is like a ruined, done been ruined since that first night. The dad laughing and stuff.
Yeah,
And
so it
Tisha
was
been making up with Kimmy. But
right.
I was surprised that she was very quiet. And let's say edited out her scenes, but she didn't really say much about that.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't got a dog in this fight. She
Right.
was like, I'm saying
Like, I'm gonna be quiet for a little. So yeah, I mean, family, we like Shani said, we'll see how it keeps going if we can take it because it is really interesting just the manner in which they're going about this. But it ended with them walking out of with the girls walking out on girls' night and kind of like what next week? What are we looking at?
next week, this is when they're going to be going to that wedding chapel because remember Tisha
Oh
wants
yes.
to
Oh,
have a vow renewal and Marsau says no. What
right.
is that?
Oh my
What
God.
is that?
Remains to be determined. We are going to well, my God, we have to watch this next time, Shani, to see if I
Okay.
hope they edited this out and it's just something funny he's saying and it's a laugh afterwards. He
All
couldn't
right.
possibly say no.
I hope so too, because
Oh
I
gosh,
just
family.
can't take no
Stick
more.
with us. We'll see if we can take it. If it's not too crazy next week, we'll report on it. If not, we may
Yeah.
skip it, but we'll see. We'll see.
So there you have it, guys. The trials and tribulations of love and marriage, Huntsville. Oh, and there's one thing I do want to know is what was the situation when how Maurice had sex 6 times in one setting? Remember you heard that? Remember that?
Yes.
That's what he said that. So that's what I want to hear. Now if they're gonna talk about that next week, I'm for sure gonna watch it. Cause I want to know about that part.
He's like, don't bring it up, don't bring it up. Like, oh my God, I love that. I love that. But
Thank
yes,
you for tuning in, listening to us. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a thumbs up, like us, subscribe to us, check out some of our other videos. So we don't all it's not all reality TV. We have, as Bev said earlier, all things for the mature woman, 40 and up. We
yep,
have nutritional tidbits
yes,
along with fashion tidbits. We have lots of things, so check us out.
yes,
See you
yes.
next time.
Bye, family.